Good morning, Mojave. Mr. Osmussen here. These are your morning announcements. Boys and girls, today is day one. We will be attending periods 1, 2, and 3. Boys and girls, did you know that students can start the day with a full stomach? That's if you're coming right here to Mojave Middle School in-person learning. You can get a free breakfast. It is served in the morning in the cafe. The cafe opens up at 7:15. Here's the caveat. You must eat in the cafe. You must sit on the designated seats. And those are the seats with the little colored dots on the south side of the benches. You may not hang out in the cafe if you are not eating. And please, of course, clean up after yourselves. At the end of the day, students can end their day on a full lunch by grabbing a free grab-and-go lunch. You pick them up at the front gate or back by the back bus gate. And then our students staying for a safe place for afternoon learning, they get them in the cafeteria once everybody else has been served. All right, picture day is coming. You will get your school photo taken during your social studies classes on either Wednesday, October 21st. That's a day 2 schedule. So if you have social studies 4, 5, 6, or 7, you are going to get your picture taken on October 21st. And then on Thursday, October 22nd, we will finish up with the day 1 students, 1, 2, 3, on Thursday, October 22nd. You will get your student ID immediately following your picture being taken. And then it's an expectation, like me, you wear yours all the time when you're on campus. All right. Packets will be sent home soon so your family can purchase those photos. If you are interested in writing or being part of a newspaper club, our first meeting will be this Friday after school at 2:30. We'll probably choose a different time so we're not competing with the Japanese Anime Club, but this first informational meeting this Friday after school, 2:30, we will meet virtually. Email me, Mr. Osmussen, CASMUSSEN @susd.org, and send me a request. I will send you the Google Classroom link, and then from there we will have our Google Meets, and we will get together and have our first club and get ready to produce the first Mojave newspaper that I'm aware of, actually. Okay, here we go. Okay, also, we're going to discuss the format, the publication, set the dates for our next meetings, deadlines for submission, and the first run of our first newspaper. So if you have an inkling for news, sports, sharing your opinions, cartooning, lifestyles, pop and culture, anything newsworthy, please join us. We'd love to have your input in that publication. Sports are now up and going. Boys basketball, girls soccer, girls softball, and pom and cheer. To participate in second quarter sports, you must have registered on registermyathlete.com. You have to have a physical on file and parent permission. Fees to participate will come later. Boys and girls, the locker room is going to be used minimally. So what that means is if you dismiss, or if you are an enhanced distance learning student, when you come back at 2:30, you should be dressed out and ready to go. Those students that are staying on campus for an afternoon safe place for student learning, as that afternoon unfolds, will slowly bring people into the locker room or allow you to go into the locker room, change out, so that way we're not all hanging out in the locker room, practicing physical distancing and COVID protocols to keep ourselves safe so we can keep our school open, so we can keep the sports and clubs and activities going. It is not too late to join, but you need to do it sooner than later, probably by next week. If you are having problems getting into the doctor to get a physical, see myself or Ms. Tyndall, and we will support you, work with the coaches, and make sure we can get you on the team. Student athletes, emphasis on student. It means that student comes first. Keep your grades up. They matter. To be able to make the competitive teams and to play in games, you must have a 2.0 grade point average and no failing classes. See my informational message on how grades are important at Mojave Middle School. We continue to see great effort, meaning that to attend classes, meaning that our enhanced distance learning students are logging in, showing independence, getting into their classroom schedule and taking care of business remotely. In-person students are getting from class to class, and we will make sure that adults continue to be in the hallway because we know this is your first day. So we know that not everybody knows where everything is. We're going to help you. Don't panic if you are lost and running late. Teachers will soon be transitioning from how things work in their classroom from process and procedures, and we'll be diving into and getting into the curriculum. That's the stuff you need to know and be able to do. Stay caught up, stay current, practice the habits of study, meaning take notes, participate in class, raise your hand, use your voice. Do your coursework, turn in completed coursework. It's funny how many people will turn in a blank piece of paper through Google Classroom thinking that they've turned in their assignment. That's not turning in an assignment, boys and girls. Do the work. And then study and review every day after school what it was you did that day. See, what it is that we forget stuff. Human beings, we forget stuff. Some forget more than others, right? But if you review the day, go over in your mind, today in math, this is what we did. This is what the example looked like. Oh, let me take a look. Oh, that's what it looked like in the book. That's how I'm supposed to work those problems. This is the conceptual understanding. If you give yourselves 10 minutes a day of remembering and reflecting what you did in school today, it's like studying for tests and quizzes, and your curve of forgetfulness, they call it, you don't forget as much. And that makes perfect sense. That's actually common sense. All right. Teachers, please remind students to turn in their health cards that went home with them on the first day of school. And that is a great segue for boys and girls to remember to use the hand sanitizing stations, use your own personal hand sanitizer, the sinks to wash your hands regularly. By working together, doing a great job with the mask. And by the way, keep your mask on until you are off campus. Don't come out of the door at 11:50 and be like, I can breathe. I'm taking off my mask. Oh, no, no, no. You wait until you get all the way off campus for us, because by doing that, practicing the W in pause, we, working together, can beat this virus. Those are my announcements for today, and I'm looking forward to a great day. Let's have fun today, and let's stay mighty.